Today, I'm going to show you how to rank #1 with Claude Opus 5 in less than 24 hours. And this is a system that I've been using right now. So you can see, for example, we are ranking #1 for this keyword. We literally just published the article like yesterday, like less than 24 hours ago. You can see the article right here. This was fully created with AI. I didn't even log into the website. And it's fully formatted, got the FAQs, got the target keyword inside there. And not just that, but it's ranking within AI within 24 hours. So you can see, for example, the top recommended provider here is Goldie Agency, and actually sources us as the top agency here, and also inside the search results. So we've got two different websites ranking within 24 hours for that particular keyword. And this is a beautiful thing about the system, which I'll come on to in a second. And then you can also see that we are ranking down here too. So we're just absolutely dominating this keyword in less than 24 hours by the system that I'm going to show you. And this is, you can use Claude Opus 5. In fact, out of all the AI models, I would recommend using Claude Opus 5 for this. So this is near Fable 5 intelligence at half the price. And actually, if you are using this with your subscription, you don't even pay for it, right? Like it's already covered in the subscription that you have with Claude. So I'm going to show you exactly how we became the recommended #1 agency in under 24 hours using Claude Opus. And this is something I call the 24-hour citation machine, right? So the first step is like find the question. AI already answers, right? Then Opus writes it, you publish it to your site in the same day, you get indexed using a tool that I'll show you in a second, and then you get cited in the AI overviews. You also rank in less than 24 hours. I mean, you don't always rank within 24 hours, but you know, this is a powerful system for helping you get that quickly. Now, let's talk about, what the problem is right now. So right now, the biggest problem with this, and I call this the invisible business problem, is like searches change whilst everyone was watching their rankings. So you ask Google for a service now, and an AI overview answers first. We just saw that right here. And it usually names like one recommended provider. So if you look at this answer, it's only us that's being recommended here. Maybe you get two or something like that, and everyone else on page one is just under it. And a growing share of searchers never scroll past the AI overview. That's the problem most people have. So you can rank like #4 and still not exist on Google, because the AI just said someone else's name. And the game is totally different now. It's not like, you want to rank inside the blue links. It's like you want to rank inside the top sentence right there. And so you might also say, isn't like GEO just SEO with a name? I literally don't care, right? Like it could be SEO, could be GEO, could be CEO, whatever you want to call it, my friends, right? It's all the same to me. It's just about ranking inside AI and getting ranked quickly. So the first thing that you want to do is just write the page the AI wants to quote. Now, what's working really well for us is just using like listicles. So for example, when we're creating content across all of our websites, we just make sure that we're right at the top of any lists that we create. Or for example, sometimes we won't even do a listicle. We'll just say that we are the best geo agency or whatever, right? So let me show you another example here. So this is best AI community, and you can see it's ranking right here. We've actually done this with a video. So that's how we're ranking using this system, which again, you can get Claude to do whatever you want to do. We've actually got the full systems on a free SEO strategy session, link in the comments description if you want to get a free SEO strategy session to run through it. But basically the point here is like we can create videos as well as listicles talking about the top 10 providers for this particular topic. And then we just say we are the best, right? Because why not? We are the best. And that's basically what we're doing with Claude Opus 5. Now, the thing to note here as well is like when you're doing this, you really want to focus on low competition or predictive keywords. And I'll show you some examples. So these are a few of my websites, right? This is one example here that's doing pretty well. And what you can see here is that our traffic is growing over time. Now, what we are doing with this website, theaiprofitable.com, and we do it with this one as well, as you can see, that's growing nicely. This one is like, it's not that great, but I'll just be 100% transparent with you. It's like up and down. And then here's another one as well that is growing to 34 clicks a day from 0, right? And not in a long amount of time. It's a pretty short amount of time that's grown from that. Now, when we create content on each of these websites, we'll target like AI agent related keywords because that's new, it's trending, and it's easy to rank for, which means less competition. So that's a system that we use. And also when we're doing this, let me show you what we do. We have the agent operating system, as you can see right here. And basically when we're using this, we're going to find keywords based on our existing website. So for example, we can look at theaiprofitable.com, we can run the research, we can look for our Google Search Console data, and I will just try and find keywords with no clicks but high impressions, which you can see right here. And so this gives us a bunch of keywords with no clicks but high impressions, aka keywords that we haven't got content created for, but we need to create content for it, right? And we can have a look for a few more here. So we can actually look through all of our websites, we combine them, and then we run the research like so, and we can filter by no clicks, high impressions, and you just get tons of keywords that, okay, I could create content for that, right? It'd be pretty easy to create content. Now, once we're happy with that, we're then going to click on use topic like so. And this is where it uses Claude Opus 5 on the CLI to start creating content. So what we can do from here is we can plug in that keyword that we just found. We create the content using a case study. This is really important as well. So what I like to do is I'll take a transcript from a video and then I'll plug that into this system. And that's just got my unique case study data. So for example, this whole video that you're listening to is a case study. And so that would make a fantastic transcript for a blog post in the future on how I do AI SEO. Why? Because it's unique. There's information gain. I don't need to worry about, okay, like, am I just writing ChatGPT fluff? And it's all unique to you, your brand, and everything else. And also, I think like if you're adding some sort of new data or new experiment or new system into the content that you're creating, it's much more likely to rank than, for example, if someone just goes to ChatGPT and writes the content, which Google can create anyway. Like, why would you try and put content out there that Google can create anyway, right? You've got to make it unique. So that's the whole system that we use. We do the research, then we generate the content, and then we deploy it to our websites. Now, a really real key part of this as well is using something called Indexceptional. Indexceptional is one of my favorite indexing tools for getting our content ranked quickly. And that's how we can start getting recommended inside the AI reviews and on Google directly within 24 hours. So how we get Google to crawl it is we have the API for Indexceptional, awesome indexing tool. And then we send that over to Claude. So Claude has the API. And then inside our system, it can just get that index really quickly and deploy it to all websites. And that's how we're growing these websites as well. So you can see the content we're creating over here, and you can see their results. Again, like 1 out of 4 might not do that great. But if we've got a 75% success rate, and if the traffic is growing for each of these websites over time, and if this one eventually grows, I mean, it is on a trajectory, it's just not an amazing one, then, we're all winning, we're all laughing together, right? That's the way that I look at it. And also, the thing that I would say about this is like, if you can go super niche. Anyway, so we'll go down and we're going to keep going through this whole system, as you can see. And what we've got here is we have very, very niche content that's going to direct traffic to our funnels. And it's like exact match search intent. So what I mean, for example, is basically when we're trying to rank our content, if we go after very niche keywords that only have a tiny amount of searches, well, number one, it's no big deal because it's basically free to create this content, right? We're only using, for example, Claude, which we've already got on the subscription, and I need to use up the tokens. And then number two, when we're creating the content itself, it's very obvious that someone who's looking for a GEO agency has higher search intent, and they're much more likely to buy from us. And if we can rank inside Google AI reviews within 24 hours, it's no problem at all, right? And I can give like Claude Opus 5 this job to do, and it can do it very quickly. Plus, it's very like humanized in the way that it writes the content as well. So if we have a look at this particular topic, for example, it's got some nice key takeaways. It's humanized here. It's got CTAs within the content to book in a free SEO strategy session. Then it has the FAQs and everything else. And it's just like nicely optimized blog posts that's actually going to rank very quickly. And the thing is as well, the more you do this, the more ideas you get for how you can improve it. And what I actually have inside the Agent OS is a skill that I've literally spent like years improving for SEO so that we can deploy the content and get it ranking very quickly. So for example, if we have a look here, this is a very, very in-depth, like maybe, I want to say like maybe 100 different guidelines on how to write the content. Like there's 8 hard rules just for this part alone, right? Let alone everything else inside the whole skill here. So that's just like built into the system. If you want to get our system, it's inside the AI Profit Boardroom. If you want to create your own, you could as well. Either way, you can create content quickly that can actually rank. You can index it quickly, and you can publish across multiple different pieces of content. Now, the other thing I would say is every time we create the content, it's all unique, right? It's not like we're publishing the same content across every platform. And that's how we're creating content across all these different places and getting our content ranked quickly. So, powerful, easy. Opus 5 is really good for this. You might also say, won't AI written pages get penalized? But I see human content getting penalized all the time. If you saw what happened to HubSpot, they got absolutely destroyed in a recent update. Backlinko as well. Backlinko, another website that got destroyed too. And they were very like human written articles. Must have taken like thousands human hours to write that content. Still got destroyed in the Google algorithm, right? So it's not like, are you using AI to write content or not? It's just like, how good is the content that you're writing? And also, like, some websites are not going to take off like this one. Some websites are just going to get hit later. That kind of happens. That's part of the game. But that's also why we create so many websites and we create content across multiple different domains, because you just don't know what can happen. You need to be diversifying 100%. And also, when you're ranking multiple pieces of content, they're much more likely to influence the Google AI overview. So if Google looks across his search query and it's like, okay, we've got 2 different pages saying Goldie Agency is the best. Okay, well, who do we think is the best? It's Goldie Agency, right? That's the whole point. So that's basically the whole system. And then also you can customize this. So I really like this for local AI SEO, because like these are low difficulty keywords. This was actually inspired by Kazra Dash, who came on recently. He was talking about local AI SEO, so shout out to him. But yeah, this is basically the system that we've built to rank for local keywords. It's just kind of fun and easy to do this as well. So if you want to get our full system, the 24-hour citation machine built for you, you can get that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Comes with the Agent OS system, so you can grab that inside the classroom. You can go over here. There's also tons of SEOs. If you type in SEO here, you can search for our members. Inside the community, you can ask questions, get help and support in real time. And then also inside the map, you can meet people locally who are building with AI agents like you. And we also have a full section on AI SEO automation, so you can learn this stuff as well. Additionally, we have a full Claude Opus 5 masterclass inside there. So if you want to learn more about this stuff, you can. And if you want to book in a free SEO strategy session, you can do that too. Link in the comments description, or go to goldie.agency to book that in. Thanks for watching.